Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat, and today we're going to finish off the heroic road to glory. We're going to get our second heroic Seth freaking Rollins, but that's not all. We're also going to pro double heroic Seth freaking Rollins, because we have both of them at their 100 matches, both of them at level 100 as well. So that's going to be very, very exciting. But I also went out of my way and got both Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss up to level 100, up to the 100 matches, up to their 10 variants, and we're going to go ahead and combine the two of these right now. And there we are. There is the pro of our Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Women's Tag Team Champions, the We're Not Friends flip card. And if I just go into recent, there she is. And there you can see the star animation, the little hands make the little heart symbol at the bottom. And there you see Charlotte with the photographs getting taken. Now if we flip that over, we get a slightly similar but slightly different flip card, or startup animation. So you can see that it's actually the other doll. This is the Charlotte Flair doll that's in the background of Alexa Bliss's one, whereas this is Lily that's in the background of the Charlotte Flair one. So that's very interesting. That is pretty cool. Let's train them up. Get them up to their level 100. And Julia is going to have to be the one that is going to have to do this. And there we go. So Charlotte Flair currently has 99.21 thousand in speed, 102.8 thousand charisma, 115.3 thousand in toughness, and 122.2 thousand into power. And she gets 7,467 to power and toughness from natural selection. But if we flip that over, you can see that our Alexa Bliss has 99.55 thousand in toughness, 106.4 thousand in charisma, 111.4 thousand in power, and 122.2 thousand in speed. And the Abigail DDT gives 4,833 to power and speed. I'm going to keep it with the Charlotte Flair one for the time being. I mean, they're both really, really different, but I kind of like the image on the Charlotte Flair. It's more the title over the shoulder that I think sells me on it, rather than anything else. But I think it is very, very cool looking. And now with that part out of the way, as you can see, these are all the other cards that we made pros of in the previous video. So if you missed them, make sure to check those out. And of course we also got the Bray Wyatt. But now it is time for us to get our Seth freaking Rollins. And here we are, one final match will get us the heroic of Seth. I think we'll go with Rhea. Let's see if we can get a perfect game at the end here. And for power, we'll go with Billy Gunn. Becky Lynch versus Soul Rooker. And then The Undertaker taking on John Cena. Speaking of John Cena, I said this in the previous video, but it's well worth repeating. I'm very, very excited to find out who the 16 competitors are that are going to be competing in a tournament to determine who is going to face John Cena in his final match. We've been told that there's going to be a few competitors who are not part of WWE or not currently working for WWE that are going to be part of the tournament. So I think it's open to a lot of surprises. It's going to be very, very exciting to see, first of all, who the 16 competitors are, and then finally to see who is going to be the overall winner that's going to take on John Cena. I'm also curious as to whether it's going to be 16 people from John Cena's past, or if there's going to be the likes of people that have never had an opportunity to face John Cena before. Maybe some newer stars. I wonder if Brock Lesnar will just come in, dominate the entire tournament, and then just beat up John Cena in his final match for no reason again. Oh my goodness, that would be disastrous. I didn't realise there was such a long animation at the end of this. I've never let it play out before. That's cool. And there we are. There is our heroic upgrade. And there is our heroic Seth freaking Rollins. And you might notice that the background is a little bit different, and there's a very cool reason for that. I have also held this specifically because we are guaranteed to get a rarity draft pool as well. We've got 31 picks. There's 25 cards on here, so we are guaranteed to get the rarity draft pick from this one here. So let's see what our guaranteed Eon card is going to be. It's going to be behind one of these cards. Oh, here it is. And we've got ourselves Trick Williams. Trick Williams was the card. I had left that there specifically so that when we got the heroic Seth Rollins, we would have a little extra bonus. Oh, we've got a Kairi Sane. I believe that was a primal Kairi Sane. There we got a Charlotte Flair at the very end as well. And that's also the maximum number of superstars. New card was discovered. What new card? Oh, that's the first time I've ever had Trick Williams. Oh, that's cool. I'm not sure why I locked him down. We're not going to... We don't need to keep him, but I will keep him around to get a pro. We will keep the Aleister Black, of course, and we're going to keep the Kairi Sane, because those are going to be turned in for our little Halloween event for as long as it is still ongoing. And there we go, the event is now completed with 11 hours and 9 minutes left. Let's see if we can turn these in yet. I was using the AJ Leona deck, so we've only got 7. As I was training up the Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. But now if we go to combinable, we are now able to combine our visionary, our revolutionary. He is, of course, Seth freaking Rollins. And let's go ahead and make our double heroic. Both of them are level 100, both of them have their 100 matches. Both of them have their 5 variants. They don't need the variants, but we've got them anyway. Let's go ahead and make our pro. Got a lot of glare on that one. Not sure if I'm going to use that as the thumbnail or not. But there we go. There is our double heroic Seth freaking Rollins. And we are, of course, going to train him up. We're going to get him to his maximum level using a Tommaso Ciampa. And there he is. So our Seth freaking Rollins has 106.6 thousand in power, 109,000 in toughness, 121.4 thousand in charisma, 132.3 thousand in speed, and of course the curb stomp gives 5,868 to both speed and to charisma, which is very, very cool indeed. And we've got one other thing that we need to do, because now if we look at our male right arrows, you can see that we have the Unseen 17 Greatest of All Time Big Match John Cena. We have our Corey Graves. You can ignore this Aleister Black. He's not actually a right arrow. He's actually an up and down arrow. He just has this equipment on. So ignore that one for the time being. But we have John Cena, we've got Corey Graves, we've got the double heroic Seth Rollins, and we've also got both of these Seth Rollins. And we only really need 4 right arrows. We don't need 5. So now what we are going to do is we are going to make an F3 of this Seth freaking Rollins. Now you can see here, this one is a fortified one, this one is just a regular pro. We were keeping them separated beforehand because up until now we haven't had 4 right arrows that are special, and now we do. And it's now time for us to take our F1 and we're going to fortify this with our pro, which is going to make our F1 into an F3. So we are indeed going to fortify. We need to remove these from these decks here. And yes, the selected card will be consumed. But now you can see that the card is ready to be made into an F3. And we are going to train him up. I'm actually going to use some enhancements here, because we do also need to use up some of these. That's what we wanted to see. And there we are. There is our F3 of the visionary, the revolutionary, the devil, Seth freaking Rollins. And with his total combined stats now, at F3, with everything maxed out, he has 119.4 thousand in power, 121.4 thousand in toughness, 134.6 thousand in charisma, and 144.6 thousand in speed, with the stomp giving 6,379 to both speed and charisma, which is very, very cool. That's going to be a very, very strong card as well. And let's go ahead and just remove this from Aleister Black. And one last thing we're going to do here is we're just going to take a look at all of our arrows. So there's our right arrows. Let's take a look at our male left arrows. We have the JC Mateo, we've got The Undertaker, we've got Uncle Howdy, and we've got Finn Balor. And of course, Billy Gunn can be either left or right arrow, depending on whether you want Road Dogg or whether you want Billy Gunn. So that's actually a 5th one that we can use for either left or right. And in terms of up arrows, we have the double heroic Roman Reigns, we've got the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar, we've got Andre the Giant, we've got the King of Kings Triple H, and we have our Aleister Black, who is currently an up arrow. They can also switch to a down arrow, should we want. And our down arrows are our F3 Devon Dudley, our F2 Stardust, we've got the Crown Jewel Perth of Big Bronson Reed, and we've got the WrestlePalooza, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And of course, if we wanted to, we can move the Aleister Black to being a down arrow as well. Now let's take a quick look at our females. For our females and down arrows, we've got our double heroic AJ Lee, who was right from the start of this tier. We've got our F2 of Asuka. We've got the Jade Cargill, and we've got Tiffany Stratton, all down arrows. In terms of up arrows, we have our fortified one AJ Lee, that's the flip event one. Then we are relying on our F2 Jordan Grace and then Victoria. We can also make the pro of our Fusion Ava. I have not got around to that yet because I was making so many other pros. In terms of our right arrows, we have the limited edition Rhea Bloody Ripley. We have our WrestlePalooza Stephanie Vacour. We've got our Charlotte Flair, and we've got our Becky Lynch, who are both right arrows that can also be turned into left arrows if we flip them. And for our left arrows, we have our Alexa Bliss, who can also be turned into a right arrow. We have our F1 Liv Morgan as well, which is of course the Battle Pass card. And there we are. There is all of our Eon cards. So technically, we don't actually need any more cards from Eon, which is an absolutely perfect time for the tier to be coming to an end, since we have managed to get 4 of each male in every single arrow. We've got 2 of each female in every single arrow, which means that I am all 100% fully set for completing campaign mode, which is something I've been meaning to get around to for quite some time, but now I have absolutely no excuses, and I shall have to make my way through on finishing off campaign mode. Next one we're taking on is Braun Breaker, followed by Jordan Grace, followed by Roman Reigns, and then lastly it's going to be big match John Cena, and that will give us the limited edition Braun Breaker. Speaking of which, we have 9 days and 7 hours left to get him. Now, there is only one event left, which is a Flash event, which is going to be Women's Giants Unleashed, followed by Women's War Games. So, that is all to look forward to. And then, once we finish that, we're going to have a brand new season. Yes, a brand new season, folks. The new season does not mean just one new tier, it means multiple new tiers, and last time, I believe we got 5 new tiers at the same time, so it's going to be very exciting to climb all the way back up the ladder, for everyone to be reaching all that way through, and of course we're going to have a brand new campaign mode. We've got a brand new season mode as well. We got Boom in Season 11, and there's a new game that's going to be a roguelike that's going to be coming to Season 12, so that's going to be very, very exciting as well. So we have plenty of stuff in store for W Supercard all coming up. So with that said, folks, that is now going to be it for this little video, and I really hope that you've all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe, and if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out, and we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.